Hey you guys, I want to wish everyone a very happy Father's Day 2019. I'm about a week ahead of time, but at least I get in there. This is one of the most important subjects that I know about when it comes to being a repairman. Whatever it is you do, you're an electrician, you're a handyman, you're a tech, you are a plumber, you service all kinds of stuff, even computing, whatever it is, or you're a service manager like myself, a building superintendent, a super from up north. Whatever it is you do, this is the most important tool that I know about. This, a screwdriver, and a channel lock. It's my favorite three to have. We're going to talk about work lighting, personal work lighting, which is a little bit more scaled down than job site work lighting, which is a lot larger. You get job site work lighting that they work outdoors, companies and backhoes and stuff, and they can get outrageous with generators and stuff like that. This is more personal, okay, for you as yourself as an individual, or as 2 or 3 people working together. Okay, I'm going to try to discuss my favorite to my least favorite, and some of the good, bad, and not so good. Okay, move that one away. This one here. This one here, and we'll go to the Rover. This is one of the original Rovers, I believe, from about 2 years ago or so. Did not like the lumens at the time that Milwaukee was putting out. 160, maybe 2 something. Pretty poor. Very unhappy with that. This happened to be sufficient luminance, about 1000, I believe, on high. You have a high, medium, and low. It is only a flood, does not do spots. Rather versatile, the way you can move it around. The magnets on the bottom. This guy right here, if I can get it out, can you see that? How much that can go on a 2x4? No problem. You got a eyelet here for a nail, a screw, or something. You got a handle here if you're using Velcro, a hook, whatever it is, a wire. Extremely versatile light. Found it to be a little big. But at the time, I couldn't find anything sufficient luminance that was lesser price that was this sturdy that would work with my M12 system. The lights at the time were not satisfactory. The light output, the luminance output, they were pretty low. It's been that way for a long time. This one has on button, and you can see 3 bars up there. Hopefully, tells you how much the battery's left. Power in the battery. You got modes. Okay, so that's low. Oh, excuse me, that's medium. That's high, low, medium. Oh, excuse me, that was medium, that's low. Okay, so you can see it works pretty good. Apologize, I have automatic exposure on the camera, so it's not really showing you the proper effect. But you get the general idea. You have 3 settings. It's pretty big, extremely versatile. I like that versatility at the time. I like the fact that it takes my M12 batteries. So I went for the light a couple years back because I didn't find anything proper lumens. Unless I went with something else, a different manufacturer. Let me stay with mine. This thing will last me the rest of my life. I don't know how many feet you can drop this. 5, 6 feet. Hopefully you don't have any issues. The battery pops out. You don't break anything. Great. I like it. But my least favorite light because of the size, and it's only flood. For the most part. That's the only 2 drawbacks for me for using it every day on all the stuff I do. I'm run and go all the time, so that would be my least favorite light. Second light, believe it or not, is going to be a iPhone. Everybody's gonna come on, Vic, that's not a light. Well, you know what, you carry it with you all the time, and most of them come with the app for the light, or you can put an app on it on your smartphone, and when you're in a bind to get that light on, it's a really nice thing. It can get you out of trouble, and it has worked for me 90+% of the time when I didn't have another flashlight. Has got me out of a bind. Okay, kind of difficulty, you have to find somewhere to stand it up. It doesn't hold up itself, but it's always with you, so that makes it more versatile for me. Being the size is smaller, makes it more versatile for me than per se a traditional flashlight or traditional work light. Okay, so I like this a lot. The cell phone is always with us, and knowing that you have that, you can use that as a work light. There are times where we lost power here where I'm at right now. you might lose power where you at. It's becoming more and more commonplace, unfortunately, here in the U.S. Unheard of years back. Not so much anymore. For whatever reason, you might not have no lighting. You got to get into your house. You need to find your keys and stuff. You got to search for something in your car. Knowing that your phone is a work light and it's with you probably 90+% of the time is a good deal, okay? Even when you're sleeping, I'm on call, so I have to have my phone with me, okay? Definitely a good deal. Some of these newer phones have brighter lights, so on and so forth. And they tend to work a little bit better. Mine's is iPhone 6. Okay, I have a Tech 21 case in there. Highly recommended. I do not have a plastic guard on there on the glass because the glass is that good. A couple people have described that on YouTube how good the glass is, and I'm impressed so far with any phone I've ever had. Not that I'm a fan of Apple and some of the stuff they do. They bricked my iPhone S. Had to pay $35 to get software so I could turn it back to its original software, and I was very unhappy about that. In fact, they got the quote numerous times with their pants down, and their company policies are not toward the consumer, they're toward themselves to resell you more stuff, and I don't appreciate that. They should back up their product a lot better than they're doing right now. Despite it being good, once the warranty's over, you're on your own. This is what might be called traditional style flashlight, like a mag light, a smaller version, not a full-size version where you have 3D batteries, something like that. I think this has two 2D batteries in it. Very powerful. Has a zoom feature and a spot feature. Nice. Extremely sturdy. Probably about $50. We bought it for the... Oh, there goes the flash. Turn that off. We bought it for emergencies for the shop on the site that we at. And we leave it here in the shop 99.9% of the time. Unless we have emergency, we know where it's at, we grab it. There's always a flashlight on hand with batteries. This is a lux-Pro LP 1100. Works very good, well rated. I believe I got this one from Lowe's. I really like it. I like the light output. I like the light color. Some people might ask, well, what do you mean by light color? Light color, there's a Kelvin scale that photographers use, artists use, designers use. And now it's becoming more commonplace for people to understand with these LED lighting and halogen lighting for the cars. A lot of people put, not halogens, HIDs, excuse me. A lot of people would put HIDs, and they understand that the higher the number, the more daylight appearance it might look, maybe bluish if you go too high, over 6,000, depending upon if it's nighttime, something like that. If it's daylight, it's going to look very traditional, super white color. If you go to a lower color, like under 4,000 or so, you might start seeing a more yellowish tone. The lower the number, the more yellow to orange tone you will see. Like if you're in a restaurant with very low lighting, almost candlelight lighting, you might see orange lighting. And that's basically what I mean by color, according to the Kelvin scale. These three are actually very good. The Rover, probably about 4,000. The iPhone is very good, although it's not very strong. And this one here is very good. So these are excellent. A lot of these newer lights are great. Having a flashlight for your truck, for your car, for your house, for work, having a backup light is totally necessary today. People do not understand lighting. I bought a light for my supervisor about 2 years ago, year and a half ago. Nebo, Redline, 1400 lumens I bought for. I think I put the video up on YouTube. She says she can't understand how long she went without that light. She keeps it in her car all the time, and she uses it all the time. She really likes it. Can be used as a weapon. It's that strong, that sturdy, that well built. Okay, very, very nice light having around the house or in the vehicle. Okay, not the greatest traditional work light, more old school lighting. Where the mags had the halogen bulb, you replace them and such. So nice to see we're moving on to LED on most stuff. Okay, you guys would enjoy those first three I saw you, but they start to get a little bit better, a little more personal work lighting as we go along. Nebo is a company that I really like. I really like their big cricket. They have all kinds of other stuff you guys might look at. I love the fact that they have versatile adjustable heads. Their luminance is pretty good on some of their lightings. The build is not as good as some of these two lights I'm going to show you here next, but they don't cost as much either. And you do get a lot of practicality out of them. I tend to lose my lights about once a year, so that's why I have so many lights, because I tend to leave the magnet somewhere and forget about it, or I have crazy emergencies. People call me numerous times of the day, and it's rough for me. So I really hate the fact that I lose lighting. So I did a couple of things here, and I'll explain to you. Hopefully it helps me lose my lighting less. Okay, but Nebo is a very good company to check out if you're not in this price range. If you need something a little bit better, that's my next favorite company I would suggest besides Milwaukee, DeWalt, Makita, Rigid, or anybody who has a lighting system with interchangeable batteries, rechargeable batteries. Okay, whatever company manufacturer you're going with. That would be an independent lighting company that I would definitely suggest Nebo, N-E-B-O. They're online and you can get things about half price or cheaper. The ratings, IP ratings, or the fit and finish isn't quite as good on some of these, but they're twice the price. Okay, now we're going to get to my next favorite light. This is my favorite. We'll discuss that in a second. If I'm missing any information here, I hope you guys ask me the correct questions. I can give you the names. Hopefully I'll put it in writing, especially this one, because that's my favorite. This is a Olight. I was a little skeptical on this light. The ratings were through the roof. And I was like, okay, let's give it a shot. I didn't like the price, but now that I got it, I've been using it. I'm rather impressed for numerous reasons. First of all, it can be used as a tactical light. As you can see, you got your bezel there. I'll show you the bezel a little bit better if I can here. Okay, I'm hoping you, hoping you can see that bezel a little bit better. It is not a joke. It will bite you if you have to use it. The other person's gonna feel it, especially if you know how to hit a pressure point, something like that. I'm not that good, but I'm just saying it's there, and it can help you. Okay. In a bind. There was a time we went to go in an apartment, and we had to evict a person, and the person went back in at nighttime, and we went with security to ask the person to leave. They left nicely. And when we opened the door came downstairs. The first thing I did was use the momentary switch. I shined it in his eyes, and he stopped dead in his tracks because he didn't know what to do. So yeah, it's more useful than what you think it is. If this is the only weapon you have, it is a weapon. It can be used that way. It's solidly built. It doesn't have a lot of tactical stuff here. It has a nice heatsink in the front. Right here, I'm hoping you guys can see that. Has a nice heatsink there. The construction, the fit and finish is excellent. It just looks more plain Jane than a lot of other tactical lights here. At $50, I was questioning this light, but now that I have it, 100% nice. The momentary light is on there. You got also several different settings. You guys can read on it. The high setting might be about 1,000 lumens, and it goes for about 5.5 minutes. After that, it goes to medium, which might be 500 lumens. I tend to keep it on 500. I don't need more than that. The 1,000 would be for throw. Has really nice throw if you're outdoors. Would be a backup light outdoors in the woods. This would be a better light outdoors. Might have more throw. Things to question yourself about lighting. Where do you live? Do you live on a farm? Do you work in a city, urban area like I do? Are you out in the woods? Are you out in the trail? Do you go fishing a lot? Do you have a large commercial building you go to every day and you work? Might work better. So a lot of things to consider. It's not because one is my favorite, it's not going to be your favorite in your situation. Okay, so definitely things to understand. Okay, so this doesn't have the best features I need for working, but I love this little light. I'm glad I have it. I don't mind putting it on my belt, and I know I have a means, not a great means, but a small means of defense in tight quarters if I have to. Okay, it's nice, well worth the money. This little Olight. This is the M1X Striker. There are many other manufacturers out there. Oh my God, Nightlight, Nightcore, so many other manufacturers that are so good. and I just don't know how to verify all of them to you right now. I'll move this one out of the way here for now. Okay, I hope I'm not moving too fast. I hope I'm giving you guys ideas. And having one light, ain't cutting it. Not in today's times, especially with power going out, being caught in different situations. Do they have a proper waterproof or water resistance rating, drop rating, stuff like that? This is things you need to ask yourself, understand when it comes to personal work lighting for professionals, or even a handyman, or even your own home. You want something reliable, and these guys pay for themselves in the long run. Okay, this is my favorite work light. At the time Nebo Big Cricket was out, when it first came out, this light was not out. One or two things about it I will question, but not very much. Okay, the construction is excellent. Someone said you can't put in your clip in your pocket because and press the button. Yeah, you can. You don't have to do a lot of crazy things here to put it in your pocket. The clip is just fine where it's at. It does not bother me. I can even put it on my collar if I have to and get it to work properly. Okay. The yellow tape on the bottom is just so hopefully I don't leave it somewhere. I can find it in my toolbox, my trunk a little faster. Okay, so you'll see me do that to tools. Sometimes I'll put tape on it. The ones I use the most, I need them as fast as possible. You'll see me do things like that. I mark my tools. I put up a video on that. You guys might like. This one has both a spot. And you press the mode button. And I believe that's the flood. Oh, excuse me. That would be, yeah, that would be the flood. And that would be the spot. Okay, flood, spot. Very, very nice. I like that a lot. Okay, if you're working in tight quarters, the spot works. If you need a broader light, you can put the flood on and it'll help you. Okay, so I like that a lot. That's one thing that makes it very versatile. The second thing is this head that goes serious degrees in a tight area. The third thing would be the magnet. Okay, the magnet is much stronger than the Rover I had before this. The one, of course, I left it on a job site. The square Rover about this size. It's a flood only, about 1,000 lumens, different settings. The magnet on the bottom worked good. The magnet in the back where the clip was did not work very good. This one magnet works great, and with the adjustability of the head and turning it, I can get almost anywhere I need to go. Okay, so that's what makes this light my favorite work light. She's expensive, don't get me wrong. $80 for this light. Like, wow, okay. Am I really going to need that light that bad? And yes, I am. Now that I got it, I don't want to let go of it. I found it on eBay for $65. Could have been a refurbished. They didn't say that. Came newly wrapped in the box. All new materials, paperwork. I'm very ecstatic with this light. I've had it a few weeks already. And I hope I never lose this light because I will find another one. I only paid $65 for it. The two things to consider that might be considered a drawback on this one is you got to watch the head. She's metal, aluminum, and even despite having the heat sinks, she will actually heat up on you. You can see the heat sinks in the back over there. She will heat up on you. If you have it on high. Even if you have it on medium, you will feel it warm, if not hot to the touch. I feel it. The only other downside would be the proprietary battery. It's not an 18650, whatever it is. Traditional battery you can get from anywhere is their proprietary battery. I'm not sure I like that too much. I'm kind of buying more into their batteries. There's just a little more than I would like. Okay, but it is what it is. This is a great light. I'm very, very happy with it, and that's why one of the reasons I wanted to put up this video for Father's Day. If you guys have a dad, find out how many lights he has, what he does, and what light you might consider for him. Again, Nebo would be the best budget light that I know about. If you can afford one of these and you know what areas he's working with, hopefully I gave you enough ideas to choose a light to help him out for Happy Father's Day. I promise you he will be very happy with it in the long run. Any questions, please ask. Have a great Happy Father's Day 2019 to everyone out there, including wherever you are. Enjoy yourself, whatever language it is you speak. Until the next one, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. Bye.